My name's Rob Robinson. I'm the director of the New York Cannabis Alliance and the founder. I'm also the founder of the New York Harvest Festival and Freedom Fair. What we're doing here today is we're talking about the importance of grassroots activism and how to get involved. So I've been a cannabis activist all of my adult life. When I first became a cannabis activist, I thought everyone had a right to get high, and I still believe that. But we've learned so much about this plant since that was my simple belief, that people have a right to ingest whatever substance they so choose as long as they do not harm anyone else in taking such substance. So, me and you, we are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So we need to call our representatives. And I like to say, start small. When the bombs started falling in Iraq the first time, me and like 6 of my friends were sitting in a bar in New Paltz. And we were mad, we were sad. And we decided we wanted to do something. And so the mayoral election was coming up. And there were 2 open town board seats. So we decided we were going to run 3 people for mayor and town board. And we campaigned. We went to little old ladies' houses and drove them to the polls. We worked our asses off, and we had no idea how to do it. I bought a book about campaign management, and that's how we ran the whole campaign, following this workbook. I remember it really well because I was at the Students for Sensible Drug Policy meeting on New Paltz campus when I got the call from Jason West. And he said, "Rob, I'm going to have to learn how to be a mayor." This was my 25-year-old friend that had just graduated New Paltz College. But we not only took over the mayor, we took over a majority on the village board because we swept the election. All 3 of our candidates got in. So don't tell me that voting changes nothing. What is going to affect your life most? Local laws. The president's not going to affect our life very much other than they're bombing countries. But a local politician, school board candidates, this is where we can start planting the seeds of change and taking our country back. Our founding fathers said we needed a political revolution every 20 years, and I think we're 250 years overdue. So there are lots of other kind of grassroots activism too. One way that the gay culture got accepted in America, we're here, we're queer, get used to it. So when I took that exact thing and said, we're here, we're high, get used to it. But what the gay movement really did was in New York City during the Stonewall riots, and when the gay community was not accepted as part of this culture, which they have become equally accepted, I'm proud to say, as part of this culture, and getting more equal every day. So when they didn't, and it was rough, the police were raiding their bars and nobody had their back. They started writing gay money on every dollar that went through their pockets. Pretty soon, 2/3 of Manhattan's money had the words gay money on it. And businessmen had to realize they were going to lose this entire market. Yes, I'm sorry, it's about money. But if we show them that, look, we all work, it costs money to get here, and that's why we work. Because we love to be together and we love to commune. Which means we pay taxes. Which means we're part of the system. But if you don't tell them what you want the system to do, they're going to just keep doing what they do. I'm not going to endorse any candidates up here. What I've done personally as a cannabis activist is I will no longer vote for any politician that wants to put me or my friends in prison. So, changing the pop culture around an issue. Seattle Hemp Fest, Boston Freedom Rally, the New York Harvest Fest, New Hampshire Hemp Fest, Maine. These events that have been perpetuating an illegal culture, a counterculture. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not counter to the American culture. You and me, we are the American culture. We make up the blood and soul of this country. And like, we need to stand up and do our due diligence, our duty. We need to put the act back into activism. Nobody's going to do this for us, and we have a way to get there. So, and by the way, all these ideas of, postcards, emails, phone calls, in that order, are that effective. The most effective way to talk to your legislator is to schedule a meeting. Again, 9 times out of 10, you are not going to be meeting with some stodgy senator. You're going to be meeting with like an eager college student. It's really, really a cool experience, and it's not near as scary as anyone thinks, and it's imperative. So one other thing that I believe we could do to continue the grassroots activism heading in the right direction, especially for the cannabis community and what we're doing with cannabis legalization, is that we need to keep this issue and this culture moving forward safely. The best way to do that is to teach people how to smoke pot that have never smoked pot. Another way is to watch out for your friends. Don't abuse your body, and if your friends are abusing their body, make sure they drink some water. Take care of them. We're supposed to be a family here. This event in particular, what a beautiful family. So, I'm gonna introduce a very, very good friend of mine. He's also an author of a book, and his book is a great example of how we can continue perpetuating the culture of grassroots activism safely until we all get the freedom that we so desire. I'll be back up on stage at 9:45, introducing Ryan and Allie. I'm looking forward to Schmongle tonight. You guys, please give a warm welcome to my good friend, John Skerritt.